think... Do you worry? Do you worry that maybe we've lost our way?
How do you mean?
Oh, hey, Arthur. What you want, Micah?
Nothing. I'm just being civil, my brother.
Well, hello, then.
You really
I don't
are
know.
a very charming man, aren't you?
Things seem bad. World is changing, and I'm not making much sense, am I?
No. But somehow, you've summarized how I feel. It seems awful. And then, it seems the same as always. And then, it seems like there's just no other way. And I just...
Listen. We got out of worse situations than this. Done plenty of bad things that we've all forgotten about. Don't take Dutch's patter about redemption too seriously. We're doomed. Just like every other creature on this rock. But unlike them, we'll go down fighting.
Is that what you believe?
I don't know, son. I don't know what I believe. Apart from wishing I wasn't gonna find out sooner than I'd like. What do you think, Arthur?
I don't do too much thinking, Jose. Killing's more my thing.
I don't believe that for a second.
You behaving there, O'Driscoll?
I'm not no Driscoll, sir.
Sure. How are the horses?
Okay. I mean, well, but they could be better. I'm worried. They've been through a lot. If I had some burdock root, just a couple, I could knock up a poultice, could keep them well and cure some ailments.
Burdock root?
Yes, that works best.
Okay. If I see some, I'll bring it you.
Well, thank you, sir.
Young lady.
Morning to you.
Morning, Arthur.
You going out hunting again soon?
Maybe.
Well, you let me know. Might join you.
Okay, friend.
Hosea,
Good morning.
what's going on?
Nothing too much at this very moment.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
Okay, Arthur.
Hey, get up.
What?
Sorry. It was too tempting.
You're interrupting my beauty rest.
Good morning, Arthur.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
You okay? You don't seem yourself.
Yes, I'm all right. Why?
Grimshaw keeping off your back?
I wish.
Well, just keep your head down.
Okay, then.
Good morning, Arthur.
What's been going on?
You know, this and that.
Well, I'll leave you to whatever that is.
Yep.
Here's some of that burdock root you wanted.
Oh, you actually... Well, thank you. This'll make a good batch, all right.
Okay.
I've lost my mind, Mr. Morgan. Lost it entirely.
Nice to see you too, Reverend.
I've lost it. I used to be an intellectual. Now I'm just a fool.
Well, I've always been happy as a fool.
You all just laugh at me. I know you do.
Until then, shut up. You better watch yourself, girl. Oh, I will.
What you making there, old man?
A little medicine.
Real medicine or snake oil?
Just who you think you're speaking to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you find any ginseng, I'll make some for you. It's easy enough. It'll keep you well. Even with my illness, it's kept me alive far too long.
Oh, you'll outlive us all.
Maybe. Maybe.
You okay?
Good morning.
You know, this ain't such a bad spot we got here, all things considered.
Yes, not too bad at all.
We sure lived in worse.
Thanks very much, Arthur.
Morning.
Morning to you. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. Folks are worried about you, that's all.
Well, I'm not much company. Take care. How are you?
How you doing, Arthur?
I've been better.
Fine, Micah.
Good. I've been worried about you. I really have.
Me? Why?
Oh, you know, just the usual reasons. I'm here for you, brother.
He's tougher, smarter than him. Which means you really don't like many people at all.
Except for maybe that Kieran.
Yeah. See? The
You learn
Lord
quick.
just keeps testing me.
Howdy, fellers.
How are you?
You all right there?
Not really.
What are we gonna do with you?
I don't care.
You okay, Arthur? You want to talk?
Yes.
What's been going on with you?
I don't know. I've
What?
been acting kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. How so?
I've been killing. A lot. I mean, innocent folk. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's bad, Arthur. That's real bad.
I know. I just... Well... You know me.
Sure. I know you. But then you go act all crazy.
But I've always been crazy.
No, you haven't.
Maybe Mike could put a spell on me.
And maybe you're just being a fool.
No, there's always that. Hey,
Yes?
one more time, just for luck.
I would have thought one was enough.
I'm only joking with you.
Oh, please. Go annoy someone else.
You okay?
Yeah. So tell me, was that bad in Valentine?
Bad enough to need to move, that's for sure. All right, well, I should be getting on.
Yes, see you later.
I'm resolved to try it.
Was you a military man, Mr. Williamson? Sure was. Cavalry. That's so. Sure. Oh, real impressive. Always impressed by folks who make sacrifices.
Evil Jolly good
My
fellas.
pleasure. And was you a military man, Morgan?
Nope.
I thought maybe you was in espionage or something. Always sneaking about, covert like. Good chatting, Bill.
You still here, Arthur? What are you plotting now?
That's for me to know.
Now, second thoughts, don't even tell me.
Sure.
It's good to be warm.
Sure.
So what do you think, Arthur, of Dutch's latest plan?
You know me, I never did much thinking.
I know you like to hide behind the angry moron act, but it's a thin enough veneer.
If you say so.
It's time to start thinking, Arthur, before it's too late.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, hey, Arthur.
Don't relax too much. Need you for a job soon.
You know me, always ready.
Anyway, not right now.
All right.
I'm sleeping, Arthur.
Huh?
Pearson? Need any supplies?
Always. I can never have too much.
All right. See what I can do.
Okay, enough.
Always good to see you.
Hi there, Arthur.
Arthur breaks
Oh,
him?
thanks.
We fix
I'm
him.
bored, Arthur.
That seems to be
Are
the
there
way.
any jobs going?
I'm sure there will be soon. I'll let you know.
Okay.
So I got a hold of some ginseng.
Ah, perfect. I'll make some of that tonic for you.
Thanks.
You think you could ever do it? Go straight, honest work?
We wouldn't even know where to start.
John,
Arthur.
you're keeping busy?
Trying to.
Well, don't let me stop you.
Sounds good.
Hey, Charles.
Hi.
Hardest worker in camp.
Someone's got to do it.
Well, don't let me disturb you.
You be good.
There he is.
Arthur,
Everything good?
I guess.
I hope so.
Okay.
I've always liked fixing things.
That's good, because we spend a lot of time breaking things.
Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Morgan.
Catching up on some reading?
Attempting to.
Well, if anyone deserves a break, it's you.
Sounds good, Mr. Morgan.
Sean. Planning the next big score, are you?
Always.
Well, don't let me disturb you.
Whatever you say.
Any problems, you shout out, Lenny.
Hello, Arthur.
You got guard duty again?
I like it.
Well, I ain't gonna dissuade you from that.
Okay, Arthur.
You boys mind if I sit down a while? been a tough few weeks. I know I've been kind of mad with you all. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, but I want us to get out of here.
I just need a minute, Jack.
Everybody nearly gone crazy. I'm just trying to keep things together. Sometimes it gets hard. I guess I'm struggling to just find a path forward for us all. Same as Dutch, same as Hosea. I don't want to die. But if I have to, I will. So,
Hey there, Jack.
forgive me. All of you.
Supposed to talk to you. Oh, hey.
Mr. Pearson.
Okay, Mr. Morgan.
Hi, Karen.
Smile, Arthur.
How many of those have you had?
Not enough.
Anyway, who am I to talk?
Okay, Arthur.
Hosea, how are you?
Hey, Arthur.
You looking good?
Thank you. Don't know if you saw, but I left that medicine for you by your tent.
Thanks, Hosea. Here, I got hold of a harmonica for you. I look forward to hearing you play it.
The only audience I ever had was my husband, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Oh, fair enough.
But thank you, Arthur. This is real kind of you.
It stinks of coward right around here.
Oh, shut up.
Drop the tough act. It's getting embarrassing.
What are you trying to do here?
I don't think I've ever been less intimidated. You ain't mentioned the Blackwater money for 5 minutes. This is a new record.
Think you're such a big man.
Hey, Uncle.
Woo, Arthur!
A drink in your hand. What a surprise.
Just taking the edge off.
Gentlemen, mind if I warm myself a minute? Well, you lot all seem particularly sour. Even by your standards, which is saying a lot. Now, how am my girls supposed to feel okay about themselves with nothing but a bunch of sour-faced killers for company? Well, I do my best to keep them presentable. I really do. But there's no one to help me. Oh, I know you lot just laugh at me behind my back. I know what you say. But it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Being the camp joke. Well, just because I have standards, huh? And manners. Manners is important. Manners is everything. Oh, you lot ain't got no manners. Just look at you. Bunch of cow herders, the lot of you.
Hey there.
Ah, Mr. Morgan.
You okay?
Hi, Arthur.
Everything okay?
Well, I'm still alive.
Well, let's keep it that way.
Sure, Arthur.
Looking good there, old fella.
Go to hell.
After you, old fella. After you.
it I've seen. Goodbye, farewell, goodbye, farewell. She's a hardy flash packet, the Dreadnought's her name. Hurrah, me boys, we're
All good?
bound to go. She sails to the westward, where stormy winds blow. Goodbye, farewell, goodbye, farewell. Bound away in the Dreadnought, to the westward we'll go. Hurrah, me boys, we're bound to go. It's now we are hauling right out of the dock. Goodbye, farewell, goodbye, farewell. Where the boys and girls on the pier head do flock. Hurrah, me boys, we're bound to go. They give 3 loud cheers while the tears downward flow. Goodbye, farewell, goodbye, farewell. Bound away in the Dreadnought, to westward we'll go. Hurrah,
Oh, good
me
sir.
boys, we're bound to go.
How's it going?
How are you?
Alive? And you?
Fine. Let me ask you a question. If I was to kill Miss Grimshaw, would Dutch be mad?
I think, as a general rule, Dutch likes to avoid murder within the camp. I mean, there was that one time, but he was a traitor. But Miss Grimshaw, well, Dutch has a soft spot for her.
I thought as much. Was she always like this?
I ain't quite old enough to know.
No, of course. So as long as you've known her?
She's always liked her swill of vinegar.
I'd like to give her a swig of arsenic.
We'll just do it discreetly.
I will. You fancy a game of dominoes?
Sure, why not?
If I'm playing with you, she'll leave me alone.
Can't believe the dominoes survived Blackwater, but my necklace didn't.
Oh, yeah. I thought something looked different.
Well, I stole that one. I'm sure I can steal another easy enough.
I'll keep my eye out for you, too.
If the Pinkertons could see you now. Killer, bank robber, dominoes player.
You gotta keep them on their toes.
Not the way you wanted to get arrested, though. Imagine the newspaper headlines.
Well, keep your eye out then.
You know, I think I like this spot better than Horseshoe Overlook now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is great. Oh, you'll have your chance on the next one.
Always good to see you.
There he is, the dominoes master.
Hello.
Okay, sweetheart?
You want to sit, Morgan?
Javier.
Hey, Mama.
Good evening.
You want to sit, Arthur?
Hey there, Charles.
Hey.
Marston.
Evening. How are things?
I found this. You said you lost yours.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you. Here, please take this. It's the least I can do.
Hey.
Evening, Mr. Morgan.
I'll get on those debts.
Good, good.
They better be. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Sounds good, Mr. Morgan.
Micah.
Evening, Morgan.
Working hard as ever?
I make the money, not wash the clothes.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Okay.
What?
Take it easy with that stuff.
This is taking it easy.
All right, well, I should be getting on.
Sure, Arthur.
There she is.
Hi there.
My mama died when she had me, and my daddy was gone by the time I was 8. I was on my own after that. I was 11, first time I shot a man.
There's a spot here for
His
you,
fault.
Arthur.
But then we all think that all the time. I thought God himself would come down and take vengeance on me for what I'd done, but that ain't happened yet. Sometimes I wish it would. Well, I guess we'll be all right. We got Dutch. If there's anyone I reckon could convince good old St. Peter he got it wrong, it's Dutch. Aw. We weren't that bad. Come on. Let us in. Let us in. Let us in so we can rob you blind, just like every other unfortunate along the way.
I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
So, what do you think?
What do you mean?
About those two families. The rich ones in the big houses.
I don't know.
Go have a look around. See what you can find out. Calmly, I mean.
Sure.
Dutch and I, we both think there's money to be made.
I hope so. I'll see what I can find out.
So, Arthur, is it true about the bad luck?
What bad luck?
I just broke my pocket mirror, and I remember me old ma saying that a broken mirror means 7 years bad luck.
7 years? We won't see 7 years out. Don't be ridiculous. But if I find a mirror on my adventures, I'll bring it back for you.
Thank you, Arthur.
The thing is, John, the thing is, we all gotta die. I know that. I, of all people, know that.
All good, Mr.
Excuse
Morgan?
me?
We all gotta die, but you got the chance to live. Not just to live for love.
I got no goddamn clue what you're on about, Hosea.
You're not as dumb as you act, John Marston.
I don't understand.
Be a man, John. It would suit you.
Hey, you know something? When they was talking about hanging me, I just kept thinking of you.
You okay, old man?
Sure, precisely the opposite.
Just dandy, partner, just dandy.
I live to see another day.
You still here? Yeah. You sure are a long way from Blackwater now.
Right.
Best to just put it behind us.
Okay.
Morning, Arthur.
You awake? You really need to start helping out around here.
I know.
You're lucky Dutch has a soft spot for you.
Yes.
Mr. Morgan! People are happy and well fed. I think perhaps we'll be okay.
Here's hoping, Pearson.
And perhaps we shall make it to the sea after all. How I miss it. Its flatness.
Hey.
Morning to you.
Hey, Redskin, go fetch me something to eat.
Excuse me?
I'd apologize, but
I said,
don't feel
fetch
like
me
it.
something to eat.
Eat that.
You want to watch that temper of yours, boy? What are you looking at, cowboy?
Hi there.
Hey, Lenny. You ain't mentioned the Blackwater money for 5 minutes. This is a new record.
You're one to talk.
Only reason you're still here. I know that.
You think you're really something, don't you?
I'd pay all my share just to get rid of you.
You wait.
You had any luck in town? I robbed a fella, and I was gonna rob a lady, but she began to cry, and I couldn't go through with it.
Why on earth not?
Said she needed the money. Her son had lost his leg in the war.
Fighting for the wrong side?
No doubt, but she was old. Real old. And I felt bad.
Reckon she feels bad for the war?
I don't think she caused it any more than I did. She was just a woman, Karen. Normal, you know.
I don't see things like that.
I know. You see things simple and clear.
Clear, but not simple. Tell her she's gone soft in the head, Arthur.
I will do no such thing. Every moment, we all gotta make a choice. What's right and wrong.
You've gone soft, too.
Oh, no, I would have robbed her blind, but that's me.
Alchemy, Miss Grimshaw. It's my new hobby.
I'll let you know when I find the recipe for gold.
What
Oh, very funny.
Make
Oh,
these
hello.
ladies earn their keep, Mr. Morgan.
Leave me out of it, Miss Grimshaw. Mr. Pearson.
Hi there.
You know, too many folk around here take you for granted.
Well, that's nice of you to say.
Our own cook. That's fine living.
Sure, Arthur.
Oh. Oh, Arthur. I know what you're thinking.
I ain't thinking much.
Drunken idiot, that's what you're thinking.
I got bigger problems to worry about.
Have you, Arthur? Have you? That's nice. Good for you. Good for you.
But Karen, don't do this to yourself. Please. You got a choice.
Sure. I got a choice. That's nice.
You ain't gonna turn us in, are you?
All of you! All of you! Get to work! This is fine country. Rich country. So get to work! All of you! We can do well and fine here for a while. They will not think we came this way. So get to work. We still need money. Lots of money. Get to work.
Damn drink!
Okay.
Well, have another drink.
I can't right now. Sir, I gotta go help with the horses. Sorry. Excuse me.
With the horses? Wait a minute, come on back here! Well, come on back here, you hear? Shit!
Good old Bill.
There is the main man.
What do you think of the place?
I don't know. So far, it seems okay, I guess.
I think that there is rich pickings for some carpetbaggers like us.
Is that what we are, is it? Avenging your father's death after 30 years?
There's gold, Arthur. Gold.
If you say so.
How are you, Miss Karen?
Fine. How are you, Mr. Bill?
Good. I heard you said something to Grimshaw about a bank.
Yes, the one in Valentine.
Well, give me the information.
No, I'm running this. You want in?
Well, you?
Me. I can rob a bank just as well as any of you.
Sure, maybe. Now, let me have a think.
I've been working on this a long time. I'm not getting cut out. Susan?
What are you talking about?
I need to do some more digging, but I think we can hit that bank in Valentine.
Okay, well, let me know when you got something solid.
Well, well. Where did he come from?
I don't know. He just wandered in. Hi, my friend. Hi.
Well, then he's ours, I guess. For now.
Aww. That's so great. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Aww. What should we call him?
Well, he's a wanderer. He probably did something bad. Kane. His name is Kane.
Okay. Hey, King. Whoa. What did King do?
A real bad thing. So he never stopped wandering.
Arthur, a dog. A dog.
Just so you know, I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill all of them.
Who, Mrs. Adler?
Those O'Driscolls. I'm gonna find them and kill each and every one of them bastards. Just watch me.
You've had a bad time, but we ain't in the revenge business. It don't keep you fed.
Just watch me.
So you told Jose about the moonshine?
Yes, he's got some plan cooking.
Good.
Hey.
Why are you always so angry, Bill? Shut up. Shut up.
I mean, life is good, as well as bad, but you seem like you ordered eggs, but you got chicken shit, you know?
I ain't never eaten chicken shit in all my life. Now, who the hell's been saying that?
Nobody. No one.
And I ain't always mad. Okay?
Okay, hey, whatever you say, buddy. Just cheer up, okay? Otherwise, I have to kill you myself.
Bill.
Arthur?
Hey there.
Burden, friends. Terrible burden indeed.
Arthur?
The Golden Boy. Good evening to you.
Hey.
Micah?
Sit down, my dearest friend, and show me just what you got.
And forgive me if I slip and stab you in the face.
Here we go. No turning back. You know, I think the last time I played this was with Skinny and those boys and Strawberry. Before, well, things all went a little crazy.
A little crazy?
A feller stupid enough to disrespect me during a knife game deserves what he gets. Sharp, I know.
Miserable Dutch.
Okay, you little shit, do it!
How we doing? I've been better. Ah, well.
Oh, come on.
Let's go. Come on.
And here we go.
Okay. That's me out.
Ah! Your streak's gonna break. Don't you worry. I'll be there to wipe up the tears.
I gotta go. Hope your hand recovers.
See you around.
Any of you boys ever made it to Australia yet? Bill, you ever get there? In the army? Huh?
Australia?
Sure.
I don't believe for 1 minute that you ever made it to Australia.
Well, man, you'd be right. I never did. But I tried. I made it as far as Chicago.
Chicago ain't nowhere near Australia.
No, but it's on the way. I always wanted to see one of them kangaroos. Giant boxing rats who keep their babies in their pockets. Oh, God. Oh, what kind of lunatic thought that up?
That's an interesting way of seeing things.
Maybe we'll head over there one of these days, huh? Yeah. Start a new life as kangaroo farmers.
Well, there's a dream we ain't had yet.
Dance with me, Arthur. Just for a minute. This is nice. Just like being a normal girl.
Oh, being normal's good, is it?
No. What aspects of it is? That's the problem.
Well, thank you, Mr. Vanderlyn.
My pleasure, Miss Grimshaw. Still got it.
Thanks for the dance.
Hey, you can have a dance anytime, Arthur Morgan.
You might regret that offer.
He worked indoors. He was a house nigger. Well, that's what they called him. But he could read and write, and he never worked in the fields. He was educated. His pa the same. They were tutors. Meant nobody liked him. Not the whites, and not the blacks. But he was smart, my pa. And I loved him, and he taught me how to read. He taught me to judge people for what they are, not how they look. But, one thing he couldn't teach me was how not to care. Some drunks picked on him walking home one night. And they beat him and killed him. So I was 15 at the time. I stole a gun and I shot him. So then they wanted me, so I went on a run. I ran right till I bumped into Dutch. And my pa, he wanted me to be a lawyer. Well, I guess I've ended up working in the law, in a way of seeing things.
I'd have done the same thing.
I don't regret it for a second.
And you got family. Right here now. Mr. Bell?
Still can't believe I lost that knife game to you.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you sleep. Well, I'll leave you to whatever it is you're doing.
All right then, cowpoke.
Who's that? Better not be Bill.
Jesus, Bill. Lord, save us from Bill.
That fella is a real fucking idiot.
Good times.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Hey, Lenny.
Hey,
Hey, Pearson.
Mr. Morgan.
Ask Micah. Although, he encouraged it. Weren't pretty at all. I just hope Dutch was right when he said that we had to do it to survive. Sometimes, you just gotta do really bad things, I guess.
Hi. Remember the old days? When we used to go around giving away the money we'd robbed?
Yeah. Guess that just kind of stopped at some point.
Sure did. Morning.
Morning, mister.
You heard from any O'Driscolls?
No, of course not. I've been here with you lot.
Hey.
Morning, Mr. Morgan.
You ever miss Austria?
Sometimes, I suppose.
Guess loans are where the heart is.
Take care, Arthur.
Hello.
Good morning, Arthur.
What would we do without you?
Turned feral, I imagine.
Hosea.
Are you still sulking about losing to me?
I reckon you might be the most loyal of the lot of us.
What else is there?
Take it easy. Hey, easy, girl. There you go, girl. You are the creepiest man I know.
That badge must have gone to your head, Morgan.
And probably the nastiest.
What's your problem with me?
Deep down, I reckon you're yellow, too.
Yo, Keith.
Nice job.
You're a good boy. Yes, you are a good boy.
Hello, Strauss.
Hello, Charles.
Ah, away with you, you flea-ridden mongrel!
Nice work, Mr. Morgan.
I don't mean you, Bill, by the way.
Well, he smells something on you.
He smells something on you. That you're the fool who'll feed him.
Micah.
What?
Are we millionaires yet, Mr. Strauss?
So, what now, Dutch?
Now, reading, little sun. We're not home free, but
You think they're off our backs?
for now, long enough for us to figure out what we're doing.
They're gonna let a bunch of criminals go after what we done.
We are not criminals. We are outlaws.
There's a difference?
Of course there is a goddamn difference, and when you figure out what that is, you'll know what the hell we're doing. Arthur?
Well, feels like we're running, killing, and running some more.
Listen, these are tough times, of course, but now, this is when we have to be our strongest. We're gonna make it. We are gonna be okay, but please, Javier, I need you strong.
Okay.
Not okay, okay. Yes or no. Strong or weak. Which is it?
Strong. Strong.
You better not be doubting me as well, Arthur.
In trouble again, Bill?
Hosea does no more than I do, so he can shut up.
He's earned that right.
Didn't
You ain't.
to take a look out?
What I do and don't do ain't no concern of yours.
At least I still give a damn about this gang.
You don't give a damn about nothing but yourself.
Dutch will see through you soon enough. I'll see to that.
What an idiot.
He just gets under my skin.
Well, you're giving him what he wants then.
So, how are you liking life as a lawman?
What are we doing, Dutch?
Well, I think they call it hiding in plain sight.
Oh, is that what they call it? 'Cause I got another word for it.
I am sure that you have, but the way I see it, we stick out here either way. Now, we can hide and skulk in the woods. We'll arouse more suspicion than if we act friendly and helpful.
Interesting theory. I wonder how the practical will work out.
We shall see. Faith, Arthur.
Impressive.
How are you?
Charles? Taking a break?
Trying to.
Sorry, I won't bother you then.
Thanks, Arthur.
Hello!
Uncle.
Get out of here, you damn parasite!
Look at you.
You got such a chip on your shoulder, don't you?
Toughest flower in the bunch.
What's your problem
Hey, cut
with
that
me?
out.
I despise that dog.
What is wrong with you?
Don't start what you can't finish.
My lady? How old are you now? 21, 22?
You know, you shouldn't ask a lady such things.
All right. Sorry, don't mind me.
Sounds good.
Oh, Driscoll boy.
Hello.
You okay, son? Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
You don't sound okay.
They're chasing us, Dutch. They're chasing us hard.
Sure, they're chasing us hard. Because we represent everything that they fear. But if we stick together, and we stay tight now, there's gonna be tough times ahead, I can promise you that. But we are going to make it to paradise.
Paradise?
Yeah. I ain't never gonna leave you, son. Don't you ever leave me. Knowing that. That's paradise.
Maybe.
No. Not maybe. Maybe is doubt. Doubt is the end. Yes, Dutch. Say it.
Yes, Dutch.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But together, we can achieve beautiful things. Alone, we're sickly bison, waiting on the wolves.
The golden boy.
Arthur?
What's been going on?
You know, this and that.
Hi, Meredith. Hey, Karen.
You ever wonder if one day there won't be any trees left to burn?
They'll just grow more.
I guess so.
So, you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
I heard they wanted to hang you.
They wanted to, but Arthur did me right.
Of course. Did they ask anything about us?
No, it was just a local problem. Fella I used to know.
All good, Mr. Morgan?
Okay.
Sure.
Well, would you please try to keep away from old people while we're getting this much attention?
I understand, boss. And I'm sorry for being foolish. It was an old thing, and my emotions got the better of me.
Thank you.
Dutch? You boys are my family now.
You're welcome.
How much thanking does one man need?
You owe me.
How you doing? This place gives me the creeps, always has done.
Me too. Thought we could do well here.
I hope so. It feels like we're living with ghosts.
To me, it feels like what I've always said. America is man set free for good and bad. And this place, oh, this is the bad. Greed, delusion, all these people are rotten. And they have always been.
No, it isn't that. They're good people here. Good and bad. Sad thing is, good people do bad things.
Like us?
Exactly. Just like us.
But my daddy, we fought these people.
Sure. And they were fighting something else, and they did bad things. Such is the world.
Why is it like that? I have always wondered. Why ain't we better?
Now that I don't know.
Me neither. Me neither. Excuse me.
Now those are some problems we really can't solve.
You two confuse the hell out of me.
Hello.
Karen. At least the horses like you.
I know.
You might be of some use after all.
But take care.
You ever read?
Sometimes. Dutch taught me a long time ago. Why?
No reason. Just wondered.
Guess we robbed too many powerful folk. Well, they all seem to deserve it at the time. Can't argue with that. No, I know it.
Can I talk to you for a second, Dutch?
Hello.
Well, it's Miss O'Shea. She doesn't seem too happy.
That's her business.
Well, I hope so. I hope she doesn't make it all our business. She's got a temper on her, Dutch.
She is not the only one of us with a temper, Miss Grimshaw.
Well, I don't like it. Not now.
It's like I always say. There's two theories when it comes to arguing with young women, and neither of them work.
Oh, I've heard you say that nonsense before, and it did not impress then any more than it does now.
Now I'm supposed to care about feelings, Arthur.
Molly really don't seem to be doing too well, Dutch.
She'll be fine. Don't you worry about it.
Okay.
Hi.
You okay, Hosea? Sure. You keeping yourself out of trouble?
I guess. I mean, ain't been eaten or shot in a while. Just shouted at and hit by Abigail.
Sure.
I just don't understand women, I guess.
Ain't so hard. You know it. You ain't a fool till you start pretending to be one.
What do you mean by that?
You know precisely what I mean. I don't know what it is you think you're searching for, but trust me, you can reach the ends of the earth and realize it was right here all along.
Proud to know you think of me as such a fool.
If I thought you was a fool, I wouldn't bother trying to help you. The world is full of fools. Me, I'm the biggest of the lot. You ain't any kind of a fool, so quit acting like one. You hear me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hi there.
That was a fun job. We made a little bit of money. Nobody got hurt.
and we just had ourselves a fun time.
Okay there?
Let me tell you something, kid. You want a job done well, you take this fella along.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Escuela will do you right. I mean, he'll frighten all the birds out of the trees. Look, things are all gentle and calm now. But in the moment, I've seen grown men piss themselves. I am talking a puddle of piss, all because of the way he looked at them. And this was one of them. This big, tough bastard just gives this look. You know, one of those I'm about to explode moments. I thought we'd be counting corpses in minutes. Only Javier here, get this, Javier just gives one look. And the bastard turns to jelly.
Well, next time, then, you boys bring me.
Yeah, I want to live. One hothead is enough. Excuse me.
Literally. A puddle of piss.
I just want to see it the once.
That's all it takes.
There he is.
Guess it's good for you to be the one doing the eating.
Very funny.
Now, I've been shot
wanna
at
join
a
us,
few
Arthur?
times, nearly hanged, beaten, but the animals, they don't come nowhere near me.
Don't surprise me.
Why not?
You know.
How are you?
No one wants to eat something that's already rotten.
Very funny, Big John. Very funny.
Excuse me. I've lost my appetite.
Bye now. Stay out of trouble.
John got that right.
Oh, don't you start.
You gotta take it if you give it out.
Oh.
I need to sit a minute. Oh, tired. Real tired. All this walking, all this standing. It's not for me. I'm designed to float. Not for all this land. It's too much of it. It's just too much of it. No wonder your whole lot went crazy. You gotta head out to the sea. Even old Dutchy, it'd be good for him. Did you know the Dutch were seafaring folk? When I laid eyes on him the first time, I loved him. He was so charismatic. But I still told myself, I said, Pearson, that man needs some sea air. All that brooding, harumph. It's looking at all this damn grass and sky all the time. We are meant to swim, not ride around on donkeys. It's ridiculous. You know, when I was in the Navy, men could fight until they were 100. Now look at us. All sick and weak and pathetic. Every one of us. Every bloody one of us.
I think we're gonna need more than sea air, Mr. Pearson.
You'd be surprised. It works wonders.
Not against Pinkertons.
Life ain't
Yeah.
nothing but hard.
We all been in this a long time.
I barely remember nothing else.
Nope.
The thing is, this country is England. They act like they ain't, but they is. Heretics like old Swanson.
See, you get caught up in a bunch of old world bullshit, Sean. Here we got new world problems.
And what are they exactly?
It's real simple. If there's no king to hate, and no lords to hate, then who the hell are we gonna hate to pass the time?
Okay, and who do you hate?
My mama was a slave. I was born free. But my mama was safe, whereas I walk into half these towns, and their idea of entertainment is lynching. So who should I hate? The slave owners? Or the folks who freed us?
I see.
I don't. Confuses the hell out of me. We were set free to suffer. It don't make no sense. What you think, Arthur?
I try not to think too much. Don't help no one.
You're a bright fella, Lenny.
So they tell me. But it ain't done me no good. Anyway, I got work to do.
It's good chatting with you.
Yep.
John, Arthur.
Jose?
Look at you.
That badge must have gone to your head, Morgan.
Toughest flower in the bunch.
Why do you let yourself get so head up?
But we both know underneath, you're yellow as hell.
You wait.
You know, I miss my wife. Since she was taken from me, I miss her every day. She's what I think about when I wake up, and what I'm still thinking about when I go to sleep. Confuses me. Confuses me no end. How a wretched sinner like me could be given someone so perfect, so beautiful to take care of. For once in my wretched life, do my best. And then she dies. And I live on. Well, at least for now. But she's been gone many years. All them years I was given and she was not, and we're expected to believe in judgment? What kind of a judge would save me and take her? A foolish one I can't respect any more than I can respect myself. I miss her so. Forgive me for being so maudlin, but it's a fact. I know we've all of us seen more death than life these past few months, but, well, sometimes the unfairness of it all confuses me.
It stinks of coward right around here.
Now that ain't nice, Morgan.
Drop the tough act. It's getting embarrassing.
What's really the problem, Arthur?
I don't think I've ever been less intimidated.
Keep this up, you'll see.
Easy, easy. Yeah.
My table awaits your offerings, Mr. Morgan.
I will.
Many thanks.
How's it going?
Ah, now I could turn this into something special. Good job, Mr. Morgan. I've come up with some ideas for ways we could improve things around here if you want to take a look. You deserve it, Mr. Morgan.
You keep it. A few changes never hurt.
That's a lie, but not so bad.
We gonna make it out of this mess?
Sure. Maybe. I don't know. Life is the mess, but I reckon we can give the law the slip one more time.
And then what?
Disappear. Like a memory, will just fade away. Grow old and bored.
Are people just gonna forget about us? That's nonsense. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
I disagree. When you're my age, you realize more gets forgotten than remembered. And forgiveness, well, mostly that's God's business, but for the rest of us, just an easy way of saying I don't care no more.
That's so.
Yes.
You'll work it out, Dutch. You always do.
Hello?
Any problems?
Not any new ones.
Hi, folks.
Hey.
Hello?
Stay alert there, Javier.
Hello.
So what's wrong with you, you old fool?
Go sleep it off, you drunken buffoon.
Excuse me?
I've excused you quite enough. Go sleep it off, you drunk. Is that clear? Okay.
Okay.
I've not got enough time for fools, Arthur.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, and the rest of you, my, oh my, ain't life grand. Well, it is. Trust me on that one. It is. Old Micah Bell told me. That was my daddy. Micah Bell, like his daddy, too. Pair of wild horses, they was. Father and son, and then me. At one point, my daddy was wanted for murder in 5 counties. 5! Never did suffer fools. Damn near killed my brother one time. But my brother always was a fool and a coward. Yella as pissed on snow. Never could stand him. Nor his wife. Lives over in California by the sea. Pathetic. What kind of a man lives by the sea, I ask you? Hmm? Huh? Huh? Kind of man that gets told where to live by his wife. Ain't no woman never told me nothing apart from make yourself scarce. And that suits me about fine.
All right, I guess.
Mr. Bell?
Evening, Mr. Morgan.
I knew if I stayed, everyone I loved would die. I ran. Not for my life, but for theirs. In this country, I spoke no English. I was afraid. I had nothing except for my fear for I left in a rush. I was starving, feeble, and alone. I thought I would die crossing the desert. I thought I would get here and be sent back. I thought I would be killed here. Instead, I was simply starving because nobody cared. And then I met Dutch. I was stealing chickens, and he, I met him doing the same. And we laughed. He took me in, and he fed me, and he clothed me. And I met all of you. I don't believe I shall ever go back home now. For this is my home now. You are all my home now.
I'd love to have seen you and Dutch trying to rob chickens.
I'd say I had the upper hand.
Oh, have to set up a rematch. All right.
Morning, Arthur.
Fellas.
Hello.
Hey, we got a well-stocked larder, Mr. Morgan.
Good.
Yeah, life is good. At least for now. In good health.
They'll never allow that.
Why not?
Because if we can vote, then folk, and by folk I mean men, will have to hear about how awful we got it.
We have it awful?
Sure.
How so?
All they'll let us do is teach children, clean houses, and line our backs for money. Much in the way of living. Even fancy women look sour. They'll beat us, enslave us, and punish us if we try to stand up to them.
Guess I never saw it quite that way. I think I'd like to vote.
Who you gonna vote for?
I have no idea. Guess it ain't no use. Talking about stuff'll never happen.
What do you think about women's rights, Arthur?
I guess I never really thought about it.
We're always working.
Voting ain't really my thing.
Well, exactly. If I prick my finger again, I swear I'll just throw this on the fire. I'm happy to swap later if you want.
Hello. I'm sure Grimshaw would find some problem with that.
You're setting a good example there, Mr. Morgan.
Make sure my horse gets some.
Mr. Bell, Morgan, managing not to annoy everyone?
Yes? Are you?
We'll see how long that lasts.
Sure.
Hey, Dutch.
Arthur.
Another day and we're still alive.
Of course we are.
We'll play some dominoes.
Sure.
So where did you learn to play?
Saloons, dives growing up. By 8, I was playing piano every night in a cat house.
Really?
It weren't no life for a child, but I learned a few things. Jack's been on at me asking if you'll take him out to do something again. Gotcha.
Yep, there.
You don't deserve all this, not one bit. I remember you used to play dominoes with Mary.
Yeah, sometimes.
I always liked her.
Me too, but you know how life is. You know it ain't easy.
Oh, I do. Yes! Unlucky if I ever seen it.
Miss Roberts.
I still can't believe he won that game.
Hi. You ever wonder if one day there won't be any trees left to burn?
They'll just grow more.
I guess so. Arthur?
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
You all right there?
Yeah. I think so.
Hey, Javier.
Looks like you've been taking good care of that horse.
I reckon you might be the most loyal of the lot of us.
What else is there?
Well, you're right about that.
Okay.
That's good, girl. You heard about the coach job?
Yeah, another run-in with the Cornwall Army.
Yeah, it got heavy. But, well, we came out of it with some money. Mary Beth.
Does yours taste
Morning.
It always tastes burnt to me.
Morning.
Morning, Arthur.
You know, it's nearly 5 years since I left Mexico. And the rebellion? That still has not happened. If I go back and they find me, I'm dead. My mother, I heard she died. I mourn her, but I did not bury her. My sister got married, she moved away. I hope she's safe, but I will never know. And what was my crime? Huh? My crime was wanting food and fairness for the people. For that, I have been chased and hunted. I come here. Things are not so very different. Everyone steals, kills, suppresses, lies. All they do better here is make you believe that it's not that way.
Hey, Mary Beth.
Evening, Arthur.
Hi, Tilly.
Guess things are the same everywhere.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I find that to be true.
Kinda depressing.
Oh, we was beginning to worry a little, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, you know me, Miss Grimshaw? I'm a wanderer.
I know, son. I'm just glad to have you back with us. For now.
Arthur!
Stay away from me.
But I got a tip.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Oh, it's a goodie, I'm telling you.
It always is with you. Then we end up heading in a burning barn getting shot at.
You're a sad man, Arthur Morgan. Sad man indeed.
We're being tested. but we are gonna overcome these challenges.
Why don't you
Now,
sit a while?
Blackwater, it weren't nothing nice.
Hi, Arthur.
I know that. But we have to push on. Even though we walk through hell, well, we walk together. We walk together. Remember that? All of you, remember that. This sulking, it's becoming very tiresome.
Everything's tiresome to you these days. You've barely touched me in weeks.
What do you want from me?
To be treated with some respect and affection. All them out there, they're laughing at me.
You think this is the way to a man's affection? Moping and pestering all the damn day?
Oh, I can do a lot worse than that.
Is that a threat? Another great way to a man's affection.
Oh, shut up.
Gladly.
That's what you staring at?
Join the party here, Morgan.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, well, the devil punishes people who stare.
That's so.
Why don't you fuck off back to Mexico? Huh?
Why don't you fuck off back to hell?
You hit like you dress. All feminine. Oh, I'll wipe that smile off your face one day. Believe me.
How have you been today?
I've been resting.
Can I come in?
I'm still kinda resting.
The thing is, Dutch... The thing is, I was always a good girl, and well... Is there something wrong?
Nothing at all, my dear.
Nothing?
What could be wrong? I mean, we have made our escape out of the mountains, and life is beautiful once more.
But you've been so cold.
Miss O'Shea, I am many things, many bad things, but cold, never. Oh, though I do need my rest, so please, excuse me. Oh, hello, Arthur. Would you, excuse us a moment? Miss O'Shea was just leaving.
You're no good, degenerate liar. A liar. You're exactly what you say you're not, you hear?
Whatever you say, miss.
Oh, I've got a lot more to say to you.
Perhaps some other time.
I hope you drop down dead. Oh, get lost, will you? You're as creepy as he is.
You know, Strauss, I think you're tougher than you look.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. I wasn't raised by outlaws, but life wasn't easy for me growing up. Robbing and selling back to where I came from.
A young Austrian hustler.
I was pretty good at it.
I've no doubt. Make sure you stay awake there, Karen.
Hey.
You look well.
Thank you, Arthur.
This air must be doing you good.
All right, Arthur.
Hello.
Hey, Dutch. Looks like a good book there. Very enjoyable. Glad you're so relaxed, given what a mess you've gotten us into.
Am I sensing ideas above your station again?
Just calm down.
Yeah, very amusing.
Mr. Bell,
Hey,
working hard as ever?
I make the money, not wash the clothes.
Well, get out there and make some then, you smug bastard.
Now that ain't nice, Morgan.
Hello.
Mr. Strauss. Why are you looking so shifty?
I'm not.
You always look like the rat who just stole the cheese.
I don't want to get into this, please.
I'm only joking with you.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
Hello?
Miss Grimshaw. Catching up on some reading?
Attempting to.
All the shit you give the girls for lazing around, and look at you.
So now you're coming after me, too? Not wise.
Take it easy, I ain't serious.
Oh, I know this stupid game all too well.
You awake yet?
But what, Arthur?
Don't worry, it can wait.
Screw you.
Hey,
Arthur,
don't work too hard.
I work smart.
You ain't done nothing smart in your whole damn life.
Oh, give it a rest, Morgan.
Calm down.
Well, I ain't in the mood.
Always good to see you. You know, you should get out of here for a bit.
God, that'd be nice.
Well, we all need a break.
All right then, Arthur.
Hey there.
Hi.
You feeling more settled here now?
Yes, this is a nice spot.
Well, it'll do us for now.
All right, Arthur.
All right?
Hey.
You still glad you joined up with us?
Of course.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Yep.
Hello.
Reverend? You really need to start helping out around here.
I know.
Because you are nothing but a waste of air these days.
Please, Mr. Morgan, not now.
Don't worry, I'm just playing with you.
Ah, I see. Sorry. I'm a little fuddled.
Hi.
At least the horses like you.
I know.
The pigs will like you, too, when we feed you to them.
Here we go.
I'm only kidding around.
You had me going for a second.
Don't want to sit on those rifles too long.
Sure thing.
Well, handle it quick, please. Okay, I'll catch you later, then.
Sure, Arthur.
I see all them long faces and sour expressions, but you're forgetting one thing. It's a good time to be alive. These are the best of times for men such as us. This is the age of science, the age of reason, the age where a man can be what he wants, irrelevant of birth or other restrictions, like intelligence. Half you fellas don't realize how lucky you are. This is a free time. I mean, sure, old Dutch has led us into a scrape, but we gonna be fine. I was telling one of those lovely ladies just now, don't cry, sugar, I told her, because they like that. Anyway, don't cry, I said. Uncle loves you, and one day, you won't be no $3 whore. You're gonna be a $5 whore or a housemaid. Them's dreams. Of course, you boys and I know that ain't never gonna happen. She'll die on her back at the hand of some monster in the back room of some no-name saloon. Sure as shit is brown. But it damn near made her day. And she's out there smiling, so cheer up. That's all I'm saying.
O'Driscoll.
Mister.
It's
Good to see you again, Mr. Morgan.
Did you miss me?
Of course. But we've been very busy. Did you have fun on your adventures?
Sure, always. But this is home. You're my family, Miss Grimshaw.
I made a fool of myself again. And one of you saved me. It could have been any one of you. Well, almost any one of you. I'm a cautionary tale. I know that. The morphine, the whiskey, it's pretty pathetic, really. I don't pity myself. I hate myself, good and proper, but I don't pity myself. Maybe I do. I don't really know anymore. I had a family once. Sometimes I wish back when I saved Dutch. Rather than saving me back, he'd done the proper thing and put a bullet in my head. Excuse me.
Sir, that was quite a feast. Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. So tell me, do you ever miss the sea?
Always. Every day.
Why don't you go back?
Ah, I'm too old for that business. Far too old. Once you fought real monsters and got away alive, you head back to land and you count your blessings, sir.
Monsters?
Monsters.
Whales.
Whales. Whales are like kittens. You stick them with a harpoon, and you scoop them up and you head home and you act tough. That's easy. No. Real monsters.
Sharks.
Sardines.
Sardines? That's ridiculous.
Sardines. Any real seagoer will tell you. Boys hunt whales. Men hunt sardines. It's not the size. It's the number. One mistake, and they'll swamp you. I've seen 300-pound men eaten alive. I once saw a Portuguese wrestler crushed by a net that ripped. It's the sheer volume of them. Brutal. Brutal business.
You learn a new thing every day.
Exactly.
See, did I ever tell you boys that I once thought about going to sea? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the honest truth is that I was in love with the captain's wife, and she was in love with me, and, well, we were gonna sail to Brazil and raise cattle. But, you know, I got drunk. Missed the boat. I mean, literally missed the boat. Yeah. By the time I got to the docks, it was gone.
Happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Arthur?
Hey there.
This country's been ruined ever since the British left. That's a fact. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate British folk. Silly damn voices. Stuff-shirted windbags. But we're even worse. What have we done, huh? We've put fellas in leg irons. We killed each other. Invaded Cuba. And now we're about to invade the Philippines. And this is the land of freedom? It's ridiculous. This isn't a land for men. It's a land for money.
Hello, my God.
How you gentlemen keeping?
Evening, Arthur.
And you?
Just fine, sir, just fine.
I must say, all this adventuring and wandering over mountain passes, being chased and running for our lives, Charlie agrees with you. You know, if I didn't know, I'd think he's the same age as them silly girls.
Oh, away with you, silly man.
Oh, no. Well, if I was 5 years younger, and $1,000 richer, well, I'd marry you. Make a dishonest woman of you, I would. Yeah. And that'd be the best decision I ever took. You're a fine woman. Oh, you keep it hidden under that sour as vinegar face, nasty acid tongue. But I know that's just a rose's thorns.
You're a silver-tongued flatterer and no mistake.
Oh, no, I tell the truth, ma'am.
I must get back to my work.
Oh, there's something about that woman. Sweet and sour. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Arthur.
Bill.
You know, my mama was born in a field. Literally, in a field. Her mama was picking cotton, didn't even know she was pregnant. Came over funny and she gave birth right in the field. And the goddamn overseer, he took my mama away and made my grandmama get up and finish picking. Overseer was sweet on her and used to rape her. After she was set free at the end of the war, he tried it again, and she killed him with a knife. They nearly lynched her, but she ran away, and my mama never saw her again.
Shit. We all think we had it hard.
I wasn't saying it so you feel sorry for me or nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Good morning.
Hey, Lenny.
I think I saw
Morning.
one of the Foreman brothers again.
I live to see another day.
Them boys you used to run with.
They ran with me.
Morning, Arthur.
They kidnapped me when I was 12 years old, right from my mama.
Is that so?
Malcolm Foreman. Well, he treated me real bad. He was bad. Know how I slit his throat and ran away? I never felt bad about killing him. I ran back to where my mama was working, but she died. I was falling into trouble. Dutch, he found me, saved me, raised me, treated me right, taught me to read. He ain't perfect, but he's the closest I've met in this world. Ain't it so, Arthur?
We all loved you, Miss Tilly. Even them of us with cold hearts. You was the sweetest little thing we ever saw. And the saddest. Hello.
For the
Good morning,
love of God,
Arthur.
Stop giving me that lost puppy look.
Hi. So, you're speaking to me at least.
Oh, it is always about your needs, isn't it? I have never known a woman with so many needs.
You don't know the first thing about a woman's needs.
How selfish are you? Are you even aware of the price on my head? The pressures I'm under?
If you'd only talk to me, I could help.
I want to help you, Dutch, but there's this wall.
You can help by leaving me alone so I can actually think for once.
You're a bastard, Dutch Vanderlind.
Still reading, I see.
Yes. I'm done working.
I'm not, Miss Grimshaw. I know you work hard. There is something about you, Mary Beth. There really is.
Thank you.
Quite a lady she's becoming. Really. Quite something.
The old Dutch charm.
I guess so.
Well, I ain't saying nothing. Bet you never thought you'd end up here, huh?
I didn't know where I'd end up.
Luckily, you're too much of a coward to ever go it alone.
I don't want to get into this, please.
I'm only joking with you.
Oh, okay. All right then.
What we doing so far south, Arthur? I don't like it.
Seems as good a place as any to get chased by the law, Miss Tilly.
You ain't so dumb as that, Arthur. I'm a Negro.
I know. I'll keep you safe, Miss Tilly.
My mama was a slave until she was 15 years old, Arthur.
I'll keep you safe, miss. You have my word. A drink in your hand. What a surprise.
Just taking the edge off.
I worry you've pickled yourself so good you'll live forever.
Oh, give it a rest, Morgan.
Take it easy. I ain't serious.
Shit, you're really getting me riled up there.
What are you reading?
Oh, just some silly romance.
No. What could be silly about romance?
Well, in this case, plenty.
Without romance, we are nothing but monkeys.
Monkeys?
So the small-minded scientists keep telling us.
Yeah.
Enjoy your reading.
Mary Beth.
Hi there. Uncle.
Where's my money? Where is it?
What? What do you mean?
I'm joking. Christ. How many times a day do you shit your pants?
Oh, no, not this.
Don't worry, I'm just playing with you.
You had me going for a second.
So how about you, Mr. Trelawney? Where are you from?
The moons of Jupiter, dear boy. The moons of Jupiter.
Oh, shut up, shut up. Now, that kind of nonsense might amuse folk at a children's birthday party. But really, I'm saying Irish.
No.
Scots?
Cornwall, dear boy. Where the real, original Celts are from. Where they still have trolls, just like you, that live under the bridges. Where fire spews out of the marshes.
What's it like there?
I have no idea. I've never been, but it sounds wonderful.
Well, I'm from Ohio, and I have been there. And it could use more trolls.
So I've heard. So I've heard.
Gentlemen.
How do you do?
Hi there.
Evening.
Hey there.
There he is.
Arthur?
And danced by the light of the moon. I was lumbering down the street, down the street, down the street. A handsome gal I chanced to meet. Oh, she was fair to view. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? I asked her, would she have a dance? Have a dance, have a dance. I thought that I might get a chance to shake a foot with her. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Dance by the light of the moon. I'd like to make that gal my wife, gal my wife, gal my wife.
Hey, Arthur.
I'd be happy all my life if I had her by me. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? I asked her, would she have some talk? Have some talk, have some talk. Her feet covered up the whole sidewalk as she stood close by me. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight?
Kieran?
Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Dance by the light of the moon.
Feed the boy, raise the boy, do any damn thing you could to protect the boy, all the time. Does a little apple of his mother's eye so much as consider the words thank you? Or express anything other than utter horror at her who birthed him? Rudeness I think I could take. It's the pity and disgust I struggle with. It breaks my heart every time it does. So don't none of you boys become mothers. Ain't worth the hassle. Believe me when I tell you that, it ain't worth it.
It was fun going out and working with you, Arthur.
I've seen too many friends get killed to see it as quite so fun.
Well, I'd rather be shot for an outlaw than hanged for a thief.
Reckon it's about the same in the end.
Maybe. Anyway, it was fun.
Sure. John?
You can just sit, you know.
Been quite a ride the past few weeks.
You can say that again.
Well, just gotta keep moving on.
Uh-huh.
All right?
Room by the fire here, Mr. Morgan.
You know, too many folk around here take you for granted.
Well, that's nice of you to say.
Our own cook. That's fine living.
Sure, well, as you were.
Hey, Charles.
Hello.
You going out hunting again soon?
Maybe.
Well, you let me know. Might join you.
Bye, Arthur.
Morning.
Good morning, Uncle Arthur.
How's the reading going?
I'm getting better.
Good. Well, keep it up.
Let me know if you find candy.
You okay?
You want to sit, Arthur?
Don't forget about all that money out there.
Of course not.
Javier. Hello.
Charles.
Hey.
Hi there.
You heard from any O'Driscolls?
No, of course not. I've been here with you lot.
You know, you might be the sorriest excuse for a man I ever met.
Here we go.
Don't worry, I'm just playing with you.
It ain't right, playing with a feller's emotions like that.
So I managed to get back into Valentine and collect on those sheep.
What? That wasn't too smart.
It was fun. I'll put your share in your wallet.
Okay. Thanks. Hi, folks.
Oh, hey.
Rest up. I need you strong.
I've no problem resting up.
Hey! Living high on the hog now, sir.
That's good news.
Yes, sir. Fine times for us all. Eh?
What are you reading, Miss Karen?
Some silly romance.
How can romance ever be silly? It's all we have.
Trust me, this one is silly. A banished prince, a servant girl who's really a princess, and a wicked stepmother.
Are you ever intending to do any work, miss?
Oh, Miss Grimshaw, the Desert Rose. You know, my dear, some people say you're an old crow, but I tell them that's nonsense. I tell them you just keep one in your ear.
Oh, you animal.
My lady.
What did you forget?
Hi, Tilly.
That was quick, Arthur.
Come, have a seat, Morgan. We're discussing ladies' bloomers.
You are as pretty as a picture, my dear.
Away with you.
Pretty as a picture indeed. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. What's in your book? Ladies?
He's a bloody devil.
He's a kind devil. Are you girls nearly finished with that?
Not yet, Miss Grimshaw.
Well, hurry it along.
Putting the world to rights there?
Trying to, Mr. Morgan.
Dreaming of a future where everyone's half man, half weasel, just like you?
Now that's a little unfair.
I'm only kidding around.
Well, I'm not sure I share your sense of humor.
Hey.
Lenny. Everything okay?
Always.
Just checking.
Okay.
Al borrachito todo se le dispensa cuando anda
Why don't you sit a while?
no conoce la vergüenza. Si me emborracho es por una consecuencia. Todo lo causa la pasión de una mujer. Amigo vino, tú me tumbas con tu aliento. Las copas llenas, ¿dónde están?
Always a pleasure.
No las tengo. Si me emborracho es de puro sentimiento. Todo lo causa esa ingrata mujer. whisky tomo, tomo yo por apetito. Compro mi trago, si me hace muy poquito.
I've been better.
Como una taza de tequila de mi abuelito. Todo lo causa la pasión de una mujer.
John.
Hey there. Hi, fellas.
You know, I find it hard to care
That
about
one always
too much.
puts a smile on my face.
You ever wonder when you're gonna
Okay,
die?
try not to think about it.
Could be tomorrow. Could be 10 years from now.
What you up to?
Nothing much.
Well, there's plenty of work to do around here.
Sure, Morgan. Can I get some space here?
Sorry, I'm in a world of my own.
You're an idiot, Morgan.
Keep your eyes peeled, Marston.
Hi there.
Hey there, Charles.
You want to join us, Arthur?
Hard to believe you've only been with us for less than a year.
A lot's happened.
Well, stick with us. We need you.
All right.
Fine. Said boys. Wasn't talking to you, old
Mr.
man.
Morgan.
Suit yourself.
You know, there are winners and losers in this world. And that's a fact. And what confuses me about you, old man, is you're a loser who somehow ain't got lost yet.
You know, I love it when you enlighten us with these philosophy lessons. You know, I don't know how we managed before you joined us.
Now, Dutch is a great man and far better than any of us, but you waste too much time and energy on weaklings like you.
Me and Dutch go back a long way.
And he feels bad for you. That's why you're still here.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that things ain't got no use, should be put out of their misery.
You just tried, huh?
Was only joking, old man. Don't go and wet your bed again. Ooh.
All right. Hope you're working on a plan there.
Always.
Now, second thoughts, I hope you ain't working on any kind of plan at all.
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
Just calm down.
Another bizarre attempt at camaraderie.
You mind if I sit? You know, when I first met Dutch, when I first met many of you, I had just left the Army. And it wasn't on a case of no dishonorable discharge like I'm sure some of you have heard around here. But it was by mutual consent on the account of our differing opinions, or that's how the captain put it. Differing opinions. The Army, they had their opinion, and I had mine. We was equals, but we went our separate ways. Now me, I spent a few nights sleeping rough, I admit. Funny. I was robbed. I was robbed by someone I was well, you know well. Yeah. No, it was a woman. I was robbed by a woman. And then I met Dutch. Now, unlike some of you vagrants and vagabonds and orphans and murderers, I've seen what Uncle Sam can do up close. Nothing will make you believe in a man like Dutch more than seeing what power can do to a captain in the U.S. Army. I mean, it corrupts a man. It corrupts a man totally. But I believe in Dutch. I know. Dutch is Dutch. But I believe in him where he talks, I walks. And that's the way it's gonna be. And it was a woman. I see you chuckling.
You okay?
Hey!
Looking smart as always.
One must have standards, dear boy.
Perfect attire for the great outdoors.
Sounds good.
Glad to see someone else in camp working. How you doing?
Mess with me before my morning coffee and I'll scratch your eye out.
Good to know.
Don't want the horse's belly aching.
Hi there.
Thank you, Arthur.
You good?
Just can't seem to get a moment's peace.
So what are you doing all that time you spend staring off into space?
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
It's all good. Calm down.
Yeah, very amusing.
Okay, then. Good haul today, girl.
Hey, who's that?
Arthur, dumbass.
You're alive? That's good.
All right, Pearson.
All right. Let me see.
How's it going?
Well,
Okay, let's take a look.
I'll see you fine.
Good job,
people
Mr.
in a
Morgan. Hey, if you're struggling for space in your satchel, just bring me the right materials and I'll work something up for you. Ah, yes, that'll be much appreciated.
How's everything? Well, my back's playing up again.
These things always work themselves out.
Hi there, Javier.
Remember, You won't find something like this anywhere else.
It makes you feel a bit more like home.
Always first in the food line, aren't you?
You ain't
Hi
far
there, Arthur.
behind me.
There she is.
Hi, Arthur.
There he is. Keep your mouth shut, and you might survive the week.
Hey, come on.
We might kill you today. Just can't decide.
Not this again.
Don't worry, I'm just playing with you.
Oh, yes, of course. Silly me.
Herr Morgan,
So what do they eat in Germany, Strauss?
I'm Austrian.
Oh. Well, so what do they eat in Australia?
It's a miracle
well, I
you
hope.
don't fall over more. Hello.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Arthur. Hey, that business with Cornwall and Valentine? I hear you near shit your pants, Strauss.
I did not. I got shot in the leg.
Running with the big boys now.
That scar healed pretty well in the end?
I'm stuck with it now.
Anyway, I know I've ribbed you about that enough.
Okay.
All good, Charles?
Hi, Arthur.
Charles?
Hi, Dad.
Living free out here? Like this? I wouldn't have it any other way.
You got a good head on you, kid.
Sit a while, Arthur.
With you.
Lenny! Gentlemen,
Have a seat by the fire, Arthur.
don't know how we got anything done before you joined us.
I like to keep busy.
Hello.
Don't work too hard.
I work smart.
Keep working hard like you have been.
Of course.
Are you well?
You did good with that Graves business.
Like I told you, I was born burning down manor houses.
Let's just hope it was all worth the trouble.
Hey there.
John?
Not bad.
See? We can be nice to each other.
I guess.
You ain't so bad.
All right, then. Well, this'll be pouring out my arse in about half an hour.
Oh, why do I need to know this? You want to join us, Arthur?
You know, they say if you stare at a fire long enough, you can see who you were in a previous life.
A burning stick.
Yes, you got it in one, Jesus.
How's it going?
Everyone is mean.
You and me both.
How are you, Mr. Pearson?
This is all right.
Hello, Tilly. How are things?
I'm bored, Arthur. Are there any jobs going?
I'm sure there will be soon. I'll let you know.
All right, Arthur.
Mrs. Adler.
Arthur?
How are you?
All right, I guess.
Good for you.
If you say so.
For the love of God, stop giving me that lost puppy look.
So, you're speaking to me at least?
Oh, it is always about your needs, isn't it? I have never known a woman with so many needs.
You don't know the first thing about a woman's needs.
How selfish are you? Are you even aware of the price on my head? The pressures I'm under?
If you'd only talk to me, I could help. I want to help you, Dutch, but there's this wall.
You can help by leaving me alone so I can actually think for once.
You're a bastard, Dutch Vanderland.
Hey, Sadie.
So you didn't get Colm O'Driscoll?
No. And I'm feeling better, by the way. Hey, Charles.
Good to see you back on your feet.
No rest for the wicked. How are you, Tilly?
How are you, more to the point? Feeling better?
Yeah, I'll live.
It's the wounded warrior. You're back in business then?
I think so. Well, I should get back to it.
All right, then.
Morning, Ted.
Good morning.
You look fine.
Okay, Arthur.
I know you saw me in town with my wife.
I never knew you were married.
It's hard, Arthur. I love her, but I can't stand still. Can't do it.
Poor woman.
Oh, she's fine. She knows who she married.
Did she?
No, probably not.
Well, I suppose I should be getting on.
Hurry!
Hi there.
Mr. Pearson, I'm starving.
All in good time.
What? You girls actually appear to be working.
Of course. We're always working.
Horses, if you feel up to it, Bill's got something cooking with the Gray Boys and Rhodes. Sean and Mike are in. I'd like you to be there, too.
Sure.
And, son, I'm sorry. I feel like a fool.
I'm alive.
Yeah, well, it seemed like a good opportunity. Micah and I both feel like idiots.
What happened to you?
Well, the whole thing. It was odd. We kept waiting for them to jump us, and then they all left. So we figured we'd meet you on the trail back, but you never showed up.
Yeah, I was getting the special guest treatment from Cole.
I know. I cannot believe what an idiot I was, and then that happened. I guess forgiveness? There's some folks that don't deserve it.
Keeping everyone entertained?
Well, I do my best.
Good to have you around.
Take care, Arthur.
Hey.
Karen?
Charles? Taking a break?
Trying to.
Sorry, I won't bother you then.
Bye, Arthur.
I was just thinking how Jenny would have liked it here.
She loved to swim.
I know you two were close.
Very well.
All right for some.
I ever tell you about the time I went on the stage?
Is this like the time you joined the cavalry?
No, this is a true story.
Really true or mostly true?
Really true. Gospel truth, solid oak truth. I always loved drama. And I always had a comedy routine, falling over, getting punched, that sort of thing. Used to play it in the theaters and on the street all up and down the big rivers back when I was a young man.
Oh, well, I was always into running women.
That's because you're a lowlife, whereas I had aspirations.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I was a comedian, but I wanted to do something serious. Drama. Tried reading some of it, but I didn't understand more than 2 words of it. I just wanted to be in one of them. I don't know why now. So one day, I snuck onto the stage. Turner it was. The Revenger's Tragedy. Bunch of Italians stabbing each other. And I stabbed someone.
Really stabbed them?
No, I wasn't quite that dumb. But then I had a line to say, and I completely forgot it and got booed off. Oh, the shame of it. And that was the end of my dramatic career.
I should have been an actor. I'm a natural. But the lore of Africa was too great for me. Did I ever tell you about Timbuktu?
Many times, my friend, many times. And I don't believe any of it. It's getting kind of late. I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, well, be well.
God help anyone who tries to get past you.
Hi.
Arthur. Dutch. Another day and we're still alive.
Of course we are.
How many of those have you had?
Not enough.
Anyway, who am I to talk?
Okay, then.
Goddamn whiners. Complainers. Worse than that. Complainers who don't even say nothing, just complain with your eyes and sour mouths. Where I come from, we got a word for you lots. Wives. That's what you become. Wives. Oh, yeah, that's how it seems to me. Big, tough men, robbers, hoodlums, proud degenerates, turned into a bunch of moaning women at the side of some lawman in a little snow. I ain't never seen anything so disgusting in my whole time. I met a lot of women, but you boys just about turned into the most womanly of all of them. And that's the truth.
You better start paying your way soon, or you're out in your ears.
You talk that way to a man of the cloth?
Take it easy. I'm just needling you.
Ha! Funny. Never thought harassing a reverend was in ya.
Well, I think that's enough for one day.
How are you there?
Another day, another dollar.
Yes, indeed.
So no more master plans, okay? We're better off without them.
When are you going to remove that chip from your shoulder?
Calm down.
Well, you certainly don't get any less strange.